नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं डॉक्टर सत्य प्रकाश सिंह एक और लेक्चर लेके आए हैं आपके सामने, दैट इज साइज सेपरेशन. ओके, नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ साइज सेपरेशन. इन प्रीवियस क्लास वी हैव स्टडीड अबाउट व्हाट इज साइज सेपरेशन, what are the different grades of powder, that is official grades of powder, and different types of mechanisms used for size separation process. In this lecture we will study about the different equipments which are used for size separation, that is sieve shaker, cyclone separator, air separator and bag filter. So, let us come to the first slide, that is sieve shaker. This is the easiest and most commonly used instrument for size separation process. Okay. So, what happens or we can say that principle behind this instrument, working of this instrument is, in this case the powder drug is separated according to the particle size by using a number of sieves in a nest. So, in this case in this manner, here the different sieves are arranged in this manner. Okay, that is called as sieves in a nest. Mainly agitation method is used as the mechanism of possible mechanism of size separation in this sieve shaker instrument. So, the construction of this size sieve shaker, how it is constructed, or what are the different things that are used in construction of this. So, in this case we are using three things. One is standard sieves, that means as per official specifications what are the different sieves that we are using in a nested form. This standard sieves has different mesh number. Mesh number indicates the number of the sieve, that means the aperture size of sieves from there also we can determine as per official specifications. So, what are the standard sieves available that are we are using. These sieves are arranged in a sieve shaker apparatus. The apparatus is called as sieve shaker apparatus. There is a specific way of arranging all the sieves in this apparatus. How it works? Generally sieves are arranged in a nest with the coarsest sieve at the top. That means, sieve having larger aperture size or mesh size, that sieve is kept at the top position. Which type of sieve? Sieve having coarsest aperture size, that sieve is kept at the top of the sieve shaker apparatus, and at the bottom fine size sieves are kept. Okay. So, coarsest at the top, finer at the bottom. Now, the sample which is to be which we want for sieving or size separation, that sample is kept on the top of this sieves. Generally, a sample of 50 gram of powder is placed on the top of the sieve. Then the sieve shaker is shaken for a specified period of time. What is specified period of time? That is 20 minutes. So, for 20 minutes the sieve shaker is instrument is shaken, that is agitation takes place and the powder gets separated into different size fractions. As you see, as I have explained in previous slide, this is the arrangement of different sieves. This is receiving pan in which the finest particles are received. This is finest sieve, this is coarsest sieve, in between accordingly all the other sieves are arranged. Suppose that this is 10 number sieve, this is 12, 16, 22, 60, 85 and 120. Like that the sieves are arranged in this way, coarsest at the top, finest at the bottom, and on the top of coarsest sieve lid, or we can say that lid is kept, so that the particles or the powdered material which is kept on this top of the sieve should not come out of the experiment or out of the this sieve shaker apparatus. That in this way, by keeping lid over the sieve shaker apparatus, we can avoid the loss of materials. So, what happens, as the material is kept on this top position, we have to apply what, vibratory motion, or we can say that agitation. Agitation can be done by vibratory motion or side tap motion like this, or bottom pat motion or rotary motion. So, these are the different types of motions which applies in this sieve shaker apparatus. Here you will find a switch for on off button. This is the timer through which we can set the time for operation of this sieve shaker apparatus, and this is indicator bulb. Okay. So, advantages with this apparatus is it is an inexpensive, very simple apparatus, and we can get reproducible results by use of this sieve shaker apparatus. Disadvantage, lower limit of particle size is 50 micrometer. If powder is not dry, if we are using moist powder, then what happens, the sieves are get clogged with the particles, with this moist particles, which leads to the improper sieving due to the clogging of sieves. Next apparatus comes cyclone separator. So, it is another type of apparatus which is used for the separation of, for size separation process. In cyclone separator, as I have previously explained, the mechanism of action is centrifugal force. That means, in this case centrifugal force is used for separating the particles. So, this is the principle behind size separation in cyclone separator. So, this centrifugal force is used to separate solid from fluids. So, two things here we are using, one is fluids we are using, and along with that fluids, solid particles gets separated. The separation process in this case generally depends on the size of the particle, it is finer sized particle or coarser sized particles, and particle density also plays an important role. We can say that heavier particles or lighter particles, that means smaller the size of the particle, lighter it will be, or it is also possible to allow fine particles to be carried with the fluid, in this, in case of cyclone separator apparatus. Construction of this apparatus, it consists of a what, short vertical cylindrical vessel. That means, this is a type of short vertical cylinder type vessel with a conical base. So, this is a primary diagram of cyclone separator. The upper part of vessel, this is it is fitted with a tangential inlet through which the substances which we are going to separate, that is entered through this tangential inlet into the cyclone separator, and a solid outlet is collected from the base or at the bottom of the container. Fluid outlet is at top portion through which the fluid which is entering into the system is can be collected or it can be sent to the separator. As I have shown in the previous case, this is the typical diagram of cyclone separator, cylindrical short cylindrical vessel with a conical base. This is a place where from where the particles are entering into the system, that is called as tangential inlet. Tangential inlet, why? It is perpendicular to this vertical cylinder. This place is a system for fluid outlet, means those fluid which is used as used in this cyclone separator along with that solid material. So, fluid is can be collected through this fluid outlet and product is collected from the bottom. Now, working of this cyclone separator, how it works? So, what happens when solids which we want to separate by using this cyclone separator is that solids are suspended in a stream of fluids. So, we have to first make a suspension of the solid particles along with fluid. So, usually air or water is used as a fluid in cyclone separator. So, with this air or water, the solid particles are mixed with this air or water and we have to prepare a suspension, or we can say that suspended into this air or water. So, as soon as this suspension is prepared, the fluid is introduced through this tangential inlet into the cyclone separator. In this case, velocity plays an important role. So, the fluid is introduced at very high velocity. What? The fluid is introduced into this cyclone separator at a very high velocity. Due to this high velocity of introduction of fluid into this cyclone separator, a circulatory motion takes place. What happens? Rotary movement, or we can say that circulatory movement takes place within the vessel. So, due to this circulatory movement, or we can say that rotary movement, centrifugal force generates, which throws the particle to outward direction or towards wall of the container or wall of the separator. So, or wall of the vessel, this centrifugal force throws the particles to the wall of the separator. So, as the speed of fluid, which speed? The speed of fluid that is entering into the separator, cyclone separator diminishes or reduces, we can say that. As the speed of the fluid reduces, this particle comes down. The particle falls to the base and collected at the solid outlet. From where? From this solid outlet portion, the particles are collected. The fluid which is entering into the cyclone separator, this fluid after rotating, it comes through this solid fluid outlet pipe and it is collected from at the top of the cyclone separator, that is central outlet at the top position of cyclone separator. Uses of cyclone separator. This cyclone separators are generally used for separate solid particles from gases. How? Solid particles are mixed with air, that means a suspension of solid particles with air is prepared, that is air is used as a fluid and it is entered into this system. So, with the help of this cyclone separator, solid particles gets separated from gases. Second, it is also used for size separation of solids in liquids. So, two types of fluids are two things, generally we are using air or water. So, first application is for gases, second application is for liquids, or we can say that from water the solids can be separated. It is also used to separate the heavy and coarse fraction from fine dust. So, heavier particles or coarser particles can also be separated with the help of this cyclone separator. Next apparatus that we are using for size separation process is air separator. Since these are used for separation of different sized fractions or particles, that is why the term separator is used. So, here the next instrument is air separator. The principle behind the working of this air separator is centrifugal force, which is also used in this case to separate solids along with air. What happens? The air movement is obtained, in this case the air movement is obtained by means of rotating disc and blades. As you see in the instrument, fan blade is there, rotating plate is there. So, with the rotation of this fan blade or plates, air movement is controlled, and with the help of this the particles are separated. The finer particles are carried away by air and the coarser particles are thrown by centrifugal force, which falls at the bottom. So, this is the principle behind working of this air separator apparatus. Construction, as you are seeing the diagram, it is a cylindrical vessel type apparatus with a conical base. Rotating plate is fitted, fan blades are there, separate outlet for fine particles are there, and for coarser particles another outlet is there. So, separate outlet for coarser particles and for finer particles, for both different types of particles there are two different outlets. One settling chamber is also attached to this apparatus. So, it consists of cylindrical vessel with a conical base, rotating plate is fitted on the shaft, which is placed at the center of the vessel. A set of fans blades are also fitted with the same shaft. So, this is the central shaft through which rotating plate is connected, and to this rotating plate fan blades are attached on both the sides. Okay. So, now we will go for the working of this air separator, how it works. So, the disc and fan blades, the disc, this is disc or we can say that rotating plate, and fan blades, these are rotated with the help of a motor. What? With the help of a motor, this fan blade and rotating plate is rotated. The feed enters here, a mechanism for feed entering is also there. The feed enters at the center of the vessel through this center position, through this position the feed is entering into the air separator and falls on the rotating plate. As soon as feed is falling on this rotating plate, this is starts rotating. The rotating fan, or we can say that fan blades, it produces a draft of air. Draft of air means flow of air in the direction as shown in the diagram. So, as soon as the blades, fan blades is moving, it produces a flow of air or draft of air. Due to this the particles gets separated. The fine particles are picked up by the draft of air, by this flow of air the fine particles are picked within it, and it is carried with the settling chamber, carried into the space of settling chamber, through where the finer particles are collected through this fine particle outlet, and the coarser particles comes down through this coarse particle outlet. Particles which are too heavy to be picked up by the air, or large size particles that cannot be picked up by the air, that are removed from the coarse particle outlet. Uses of this air separator is, these are attached to the ball mill or hammer mill. With these mills, the air separator is attached to separate and return the oversized particles for further size reduction, and finer particles are collected through the fine particle outlet. Next apparatus that we are using for size separation process is bag filter. So, in a bag filter, size separation of fines, or we can say the dusts from milled powders, can be achieved. So, this size separation process takes place in two steps. In first step, the milled powder is passed through a bag which is made up of cloth by applying suction on the opposite side of feed entry. Suppose this is the bag and feed is entering from the bottom side. So, we have to apply suction from the top position. Okay. So, if the feed is entering from bottom, so we have to apply suction from top portion, so that the feed gets comes to these portions and it comes out of this bags. Okay. So, by applying suction on the opposite side of feed entry, it facilitates separation of particles. So, in the next step, that is second step, what we are doing in second step, pressure is applied in order to shake the bags. As soon as first we have applied the suction, the particles get separated, then we have to apply pressure on this bags. After applying pressure, the bags are shaken, and due to shaking of this bag, the powders which adheres to this wall of bags gets separated and they comes down or falls off, which is collected from the conical base. So, this is a typical diagram of bag filter. As you see in the diagram, first step is filtering period and the second step is shaking period, filtering period and shaking period. So, these are the two steps in which this bag filter works. What are the things available? It consists of number of bags. So, as you see in the diagram, there are, this is a bag, this is another bag. So, two bags are attached in this diagram. These are suspended in a, this is metallic chamber in which, or container, the bags are suspended from the top to bottom. Hopper is arranged, or we can say that at the bottom of the filter, this is hopper is arranged at the bottom of the filter to receive the feed. Through this hopper, the feed is collected. At the top of this metallic container, provision is made for vacuum fan. At the top of this metallic container, there is a provision for vacuum fan and exhaust, through which the discharge manifold, through which the discharge is taking place. So, this is a bell crank assembly. These are the bell crank assembly. This is metal casing. These are filter bags. In first case, the particle is entering into the bag. Second case, particle is coming, falling off through the bag. Working of this bag filter, as I have previously explained, it is operates in two steps, that is filtering period. So, during this period the vacuum fan produces a pressure lower than the atmospheric pressure within this vessel. Gas to be filtered enters the hopper and passes through the bags and the out of the top of the apparatus. The particles are retained within the bags. So, this is feed inlet. At first the particles are entered into this bag apparatus, into this bag filter, and the product discharge chamber is closed. In this case, from top position suction is applied into this bag assembly and the particles are coming out of this bag and it moves in upward direction and it is collected there only. Next step is shaking period. So, during shaking period, as the particles are during filtering period we have applied suction. So, now this assembly is opened and pressure is applied. First close the during this period bell crank lever first close the discharge manifold and air enters through the top of this portion, so that vacuum is broken. So, as soon as air or we can say that pressure is applied into this section after breaking the vacuum, due to this coming out of air, this bag filters are shaken. That is why it is called as shaking period. So, this bag filters are shaken, due to which the particles which is attached to this bags, the particles which is attached to these to the walls of the bag, that falls up because of shaking. So, at that same time as it is written, it is violent jerking is applied to the bags, so that they are freed from the dust, the fine particles are collected from the conical base. Okay. Now, different uses of bag filter. So, bag filters are used along with other size separation equipments like cyclone separator, with it is attached with cyclone separators for separation of particles. This can be used on the top of fluidized bed dryer for drying to separate the dusts also. These bag filters are used to clean the air of a room also. The principle of bag filter is used in household vacuum cleaner. So, the vacuum cleaner which we are using in our house for cleaning purposes, in that case also this principle of bag filter is used for size separation of particles. So, this is all about different equipments which has been used for size separation process. Thank you.